Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kikiing? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are. Because now it's time for Hey Queen with your host, Johnny McGovern.
Hey Queen, come on and spill the tea. Hey Queen, it's just a good old-fashioned kiki. Hey Queen, we're cutting up with Johnny. Hey, 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 hey. Hey Queen.
Hello, my handsome hunks of hotness. And welcome, they love alliteration in these intros. And welcome to another bouncing and behaving episode of Wah Wah with me, your host, Wah 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 Wah. Today's show promises to be sexy for sure. We have a lifestyle queen in the room with us, the seductive, smoldering sire of Mr. Prada.com himself, Daniel Prada is here. Yes. But before we get him on the couch, I gotta introduce another queen. Her lifestyle could be best described as sedentary. If this were a blaxploitation show, I'd be introducing her as Miss Peanut Butter Jones. But hell no, this is Hey Queen, and she is Miss Lady Regator. Shady introduction writers.
Real writers now, obviously. They are cutting up.
They are cutting up and having a kiki.
Renaming and everything.
I like it. Peanut Butter Jones. That was actually something I named you the other night. When I said that you need to have your own blaxploitation movie, when you were like, what would I be called? And I said, Peanut Butter Jones.
The best, right?
Because she's smooth and she can spread them. You don't like that?
Chock full of nuts, too. Don't
She
forget
is
that.
full of nuts. Now, once again, our psychic connection, the blues, psychic connection.
It's so funny when we have to come up with outfits for the show. I always like a little bit of a theme, but fun, more about color and fun. So I was like, well, what can I do? I was like, let's go for bus driver realness.
Oh.
And I was thinking this, and when I was thinking this, I was thinking like, I know Johnny will totally not even understand what's going on. And then you come in here with this fucking shirt on.
Our psychic connection.
We can't even fake it.
Though I do, now that I'm hearing the concept of this look, I am getting it and loving it.
Yeah.
Her name is Miss Jones, and she drives the bus. Please, everyone, get on in an orderly fashion. But let me tell you, when her shift is done, she gets some Shalimar going on the radio. She pops a couple buttons, lets her hair go, puts on her blue lipstick, and she, I'm going to the club.
Right, and then they don't call her peanut butter at the club, they call her butter.
Oh, girl, did she butter?
She's butter.
She's butter.
She's even better than butter.
I can't believe it's butter. I like you.
It's saturated
sexy
fat,
after hours.
Saturated fat.
Get it, girl.
Let me
Wow. She's feeling it. She's feeling it. Another person who's feeling it is our special guest band leader. We miss our little bird, Adam Joseph, but he's touring around Europe, gagging them all, darling. But luckily, we have one of our super bestie sisters. I'm talking about Miss Erica Couture Aviance and the Go to Bed Wing. Hey, shoulder pads. Oh, she's a robot. She's a robot.
Peanut Butter Jones is so good.
You know what's really great, Erica, is that I think you've finally done it. You finally are fronting the Misfits like you've always wanted. We are the Misfits. Our songs are better. We are the Misfits. The Misfits.
Get her.
Exactly.
Their songs were better, by the way.
I agree about that.
They were.
If you're too young to know what we're talking about, Google her. Gem and the Holograms. Your eyebrows are particularly evil today.
Thank you. I got the message from the ether about the blue tones as well.
Yes.
So I was variations on a theme.
Did you say you got the message from the ether?
Yeah, girl, from the ether, the zeitgeist.
Oh.
I told
I should have
Ether.
talked about the stuff you put over your mouth to drug people and knock them out.
I've got an old-timey addiction to ether.
Your old-timey ether addiction is catching up. Girl, you want to come to the bathroom for you know what? Oh, yeah, girl. Hold on. You got to bring your whole can of stuff.
And like the mask. That's kind of chic. I should start that up.
You know what? Ether, it's back. It's not just a bitch track. It's not just a bitch track by Nas anymore. Oh my goodness. Honey, well, we got a bus driver, the leader of the Misfits, and a homosexual who loves the Golden Girls. Say girls. Well, girls, we got a big show today. Daniel Prada is here. We'll be with him right after this very gay break. Take it away, Erica.
And make it good.
Go on, Erica. Play that fake keyboard.
Daniel Prada.
Yeah.
Hey, Queen. Queen's English.
Work boots back and down.
Queen's English.
Learn it and learn it well.
Queen's English.
We're spilling all the tea. It's the
Queen's English.
I'm spilling the tea. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
It's Hey Queen Hot Tea, the show where we sip steaming hot celebrity lies and throw Hollywood shade. I'm your host, Mr. Johnny McGovern, with my favorite hilarious people, Julie Goldman, Lady Red Couture, beautiful Brandy Howard. So God, it's so hot I don't want to touch it, but I just can't resist. Real Housewives, real plastic surgery. Richard Simmons transition.
She looks like Kelly Osbourne.
Trixie Mattel. Manila Luzon. Yeah. Brandy Madden's boyfriend is Callum Best.
Obviously, he's good at what he does because he's fucked the best of the best.
Kylie, Chloe, and Kim have not gotten near a white dick since junior high.
Release the Kraken.
I cannot deal with that at all. I will go crazy. It's making me crazy right now, and now I'm insane.
Oh, but if you want the tea, honey, the total tea, girl. No O's, the tea.
Who had the biggest dick you've ever seen?
Let's see. Maybe something like.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, we are back. Our guest today is an expert in so many things: fashion, influencing. That's hard to be an influencer. How do you become an influencer? I want to know. I'm going to find out from him right now. He has tumblers devoted to his love. That must be very interesting. We're going to find all about it today. It's Daniel Prada, everybody. Yes. They came in late with the cue, but it's okay.
Daniel Prada.
Yeah. That's my Daniel Prada, everybody. Do you like your theme song?
I love it. I love this also. Is this a sequins couch?
Oh, yes, it's a sequence couch.
Couch.
Sequence
Thank you.
couch. Just a sequence couch from the Sequence Couch Shop.
Sequencecouch.com.
The Sequence Couch. I'd love to go to sequencecouch.com, Daniel. Damn, Daniel, you look cute today, Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
I love this outfit. You are a
didn't-
style expert.
I didn't get the blue memo, but
Well, that's okay.
Next time.
We want you to stand out, honey.
Yes.
You're our special guest.
yes.
Now, you just got back from Europe, right?
Yes, she's been traveling.
She's been traveling.
a bit. Yeah, we were there for a convention actually.
Yeah, because I saw a picture of you, Joey, and Tyler
Yep.
in Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
It was Amsterdam. Yeah, it was great. We were there for VidCon Europe, and it's his first year. It's like a convention, bunch of kids, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I mean, VidCon America, I've heard, even like veteran YouTubers
Yes.
are like Shane Dawson, who's another one of your really good friends,
Yeah.
and Joey Graceffa, who they're like big on YouTube.
Yeah.
Even they talk about VidCon and are like,
It's
there are these
wild.
crazy
Yeah.
11-year-olds,
Yeah.
and they're like, I'm an editor. and I'm a YouTuber,
Yes.
and I'm gonna be where I'm working my thing, getting my brand together.
My brand is growing. I'm 12 years old, still in
Exactly.
school, making millions. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all a lot.
Yeah, I bet. Now, was that in Europe? Was it the German version? I am 11 years old and I'm growing my brand.
Actually, it was amazing just to meet. The European fans are so different from American kids. Like, I feel like they're brought up completely different. Like, we'll walk into a room and it's like quiet. It's dead. They're just like, they're very excited and very polite and super sweet. It's really crazy. And in America, they're all like in your hotel room before you even check into the hotel. Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about you, but by way of your boyfriend, Joey,
Yes.
you've kind of come into a whole nother universe of crazy YouTube children
Yeah.
that you must have had to get used to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been blogging since I was in high school, and I carried it throughout college. But I kind of shut it down when I was in college. You know, I took that route. I'm like, I'm gonna be pre-med. I'm gonna do this, like what my parents want me to do, and I just wasn't happy. You know, I was like, it just wasn't my thing. So I just I ditched that, and I went to communications and broadcasting, and that's where I found like my true love in radio.
Right.
Yeah.
And you work for Wendy Williams?
I did, yeah. I worked with her. I actually did, the way I met her, actually, I did a paper. I was on a bus to New York at like 5 a.m. I got there and I'm like, I'm trying to get an interview with Wendy, and it was so crazy. It like turned my life around. And
So
I
wait,
learned
you
so
got
much
to the
through
Wendy
her.
studio or the Wendy radio? Was this radio station
No,
days,
it was the TV show. Yeah. So I waited outside. I gave like this cover letter to an intern, and she came out, and I got to interview her, and then she pulled me on the show, like I was in the audience, and it was crazy. It was like the best experience ever, and I just got like, she taught me so much.
That's fun. So, I mean, I know you have your own thing. You studied broadcast journalism, right? You've worked at E! We'll talk about that. But what I want to know about is when you start dating somebody who is so crazy YouTube famous and they have so many crazy fans, how do you deal with that? That's like insane.
It was so crazy. I was new to LA. I was new to like the whole gay world, really, because I grew up very Christian.
Right.
I went to Christian school half my life, and then it was just like a whole new world out here, and it was really intimidating. Like, I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of people who come to West Hollywood or come to Hollywood in general. Like, you can lose your damn mind in this city.
And when did you come out? Like, when was that?
I came out at the end of high school.
Okay.
Basically, I graduated high school and I came out. And my family is Roman Catholic, Christian, and it just wasn't accepted.
Right.
Like, my dad, since I was a kid, like, my dad knew I was different, but I don't know, it was really hard for me growing up because I had two older brothers that were like hyper masculine, like the epitome of what men should be, you know, like what?
Yeah, like Erica, Lady Red.
Exactly, you know. And I just, it was hard
Lady
for me.
Red, give me that mean look again. Sorry. Please continue. You had super bro brothers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what
not
I grew
easy
up
to live up to when you're like, by the way, I like dick.
Man. Well, I did, like, I swam, I did the ski tube, but I also, like, I baked. I love to cook. I love to, like, landscape and garden, and it was just really rough for me growing up.
Right. So you came out at the end of high school, you went to college, but you still weren't in, like,
I actually,
gay.
No. I actually got kicked out of my house.
You did?
By my dad, and I got cut off.
Whoa.
Everything. I went to Boston, to Northeastern University, and I had like $500 in my pocket, and then thankfully I got into school. I got 3 jobs and put myself through school. I had like half a scholarship, which was great.
So you're about to go to school, and then you come out to your family.
Yeah, I came out, and that's what, like, basically I didn't have a family after that.
Wow.
Yeah, I moved to Boston. I was alone. Turning 18, I was alone, and it was difficult. But
I bet.
I made amazing friends, and I think that's my favorite part of coming out and being a part of the gay community. You find your family. And regardless, there are going to be people out there who accept you and love you for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is that still the case with your family?
My mother actually moved to LA, and we're really close.
Okay.
She actually lives with me.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. So she was always on my side, but also she was married to somebody who had, like, we're just a very European family. Like, the woman does not have, like, she can't speak out about things, you know? So when I left, it gave her the strength to move on, and she divorced my father, and yeah, it's getting better.
That's intense, Dan.
Yeah,
that is no joke.
There will
honey.
be more. There'll be a book one day, hopefully.
Oh, I'm sure. There'll be a book in 5,
Yes.
4, 3, 2. I
Thank
just
you.
received
Now
your
available
book.
at all stores.
I just received your book in the mail. So you graduate college, and then you move out here?
Yeah, I moved out here. I was interning at E. I worked at a surf shop, and then I worked at UCLA on campus.
Right.
And I was collecting my coinage.
Yeah.
You know, trying to pay rent.
Yeah.
I lived in Westwood at the time.
And now you must have been used to doing that, like you were in charge of your own money and paying for all
Yeah.
your shit.
Oh, it
so
was
that
crazy.
wasn't the new part to you.
No, but also I didn't know how to budget. I was like, I worked 3 jobs so I could afford the things that all my friends were living, like their apartment, their car, everything, but I didn't know that their parents were paying for everything.
Right.
And I'm like, I was spending $1,000 on rent for nothing. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
You're like, how do they do it?
Yeah.
They do it with a check from their mother and
Yes,
father.
yes.
So you come out here, you're working at East, you're in the social scene.
Yeah.
Now, West Hollywood was a big
Oh my
adjustment
God.
for you?
I was shook.
You were
Shookened. Yeah, I went out. I made some really great gay friends that I'm still close with today. They took me out, and it was wild. Like, the first club I go into, a man had his hands down my pants.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well.
You met Lady Red right away?
I did. Lady Red and I have her story.
Chomp, chomp. Oh, I'm so glad you have a multi-course dinner over there, Lady Red.
You know, I actually brought Lady Red a gift.
You did?
Because I have low blood sugar, and I know this is a long show.
Oh.
So I went and got some delicious. Let me open this up. I don't want
Yes.
to get hurt. Some gorgeous donut.
Look at this. Yes.
That's
Get an
your
intern's
dessert,
tat. Get the thirstiest intern, Danny T. Wait, she looks desperate for attention. Get the hell out of here. I said get out of here. Thank you. Look at that, Lady Red.
So
Dan, you
much.
brought
Oh
you
my
a
God.
treat.
Oh, these motherfuckers got cereal on them. No, seriously, cereal. It's beautiful.
All right. Well, we won't hear
yeah.
for her for the rest of the show now.
Y'all go ahead
Thank
with
you.
the interview. Go ahead.
So you're out in West Hollywood. Some man's hands are down your pants.
Yes.
It's the most intense gay experience you've been in.
Yeah. About 3 weeks in, I went out. I had like a ton of fun. It was great, but I'm like, I gotta pay my bills. Like, there's no way I can keep up going out like every night with my friends. So I actually put it aside and I focused on work and what I want to do and my brand. Just like working hard, you know, and being the best I can be, I guess.
Right.
And then I met somebody amazing a year down the road, and
Right, so you were in your Explore feature on Instagram,
Yes.
or he was,
no,
right?
he was creeping on
He
me.
was.
Yeah. I thought he was actually like a bot that, like, you know, when verified accounts will follow you, like some
Right.
random musician,
Right.
you know, that's trying to like up their following. He followed me on Instagram and then on Twitter, and then I messaged him. I'm like, hey, would you like to get coffee sometime? Like, I work at E, blah, blah, blah. It was a bunch of BS. I just wanted to take him out on a date. Yeah. So yeah, we hit it off. We went on a few dates, but then we didn't talk to each other for like 6 weeks. We were traveling. He was somewhere doing some VidCon thing, I think.
Right.
And then when we got back, it was so intense for me because I had never been thrown in that sort of limelight.
Right, so you meet a nice guy. He's
Yeah.
pretty handsome. You're not
From
a huge.
Boston.
You're
Yeah.
from the same
Yeah.
place, right? So you're not a huge YouTube person.
No, I mean,
So
watched-
you're not really aware.
No, I had no idea of what that digital world was, and I think like even 3 years ago when it wasn't what it is now.
Yeah.
It's just like been magnified and catapulted.
It sure
Yeah.
has. So now he did a very well-known coming out video. Was that before or after you guys met?
No, we were together then actually.
So when
yeah.
he made the big announcement.
I was in it.
You were in the
I
music
was in
video,
the
right?
music-
For
yeah, I
what is it?
produced-
Don't
yeah,
Wait?
Don't Wait. I produced that actually.
So let's get back into the details of this. So you're hanging out, you're together. He's like, by the way, I'm a YouTuber.
No.
I'm extremely famous.
He didn't even say that. He's like, by the way, you can't post any pictures of us online.
Right.
And I'm like, what? So at this point, it was like September after the summer we met. I was in New York for Fashion Week. And I start getting followers on my Twitter, like random, like, I don't know, like 50 or so. And they're like, are you dating Joey? Are you dating Joey? I'm like, what is going on? At this point, we weren't really like official, I don't think. We were like casually dating.
And you're like, I'm not going to tell a stranger that I like him enough. He's kind of cute.
Yeah, exactly. It was bizarre. I'm like, oh no, we're old friends from Boston.
Wink, wink.
So it just like, to me, it was so scary for me because like it was my second big relationship, and it wasn't like anything I've experienced before.
Yeah, with 12-year-olds peeping at you and spying on you and stalking on you.
So we weren't even official until the video came out, I believe. Yeah.
Wow. So how long was that? From like you're with them, he's still in the closet. I mean, a glass closet, I guess.
There were beads, chandeliers, everything. Yeah, in that
Fox
closet.
furs, Mugler dresses in there. But
about a year,
his
actually.
public didn't know. His teen public didn't know he was gay.
Yeah, his teen demographic didn't know. I mean, I think a lot of people are like rushed into coming out.
Yeah.
I wasn't, thankfully. I just came out like whenever. I didn't really change. I'm sure everybody knew I was gay, but
right.
Whatever.
I mean, isn't that first all? You're like, I'm gay, and they're like, we knew.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, thanks a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, he just came out when the time was right, and
but you had to keep it secret for a whole year.
Yeah, it was under the wraps, like as much as it could be. Like we didn't hold hands in public. We didn't like tweet each other. We didn't post pictures, whatever. Like,
and where's your head at during that situation?
My head, like the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be able to like introduce you to my friends or like, you know, my mom or something like that.
And did your friends all know and they just didn't say anything either, or it was real DL?
A few of them knew, but it just like, I didn't have a lot of friends at the time. I had
so you were new in town.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 like close friends, and it just was what it was. Like everybody's doing their own thing. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he makes the decision to make this music video with you in it as his male lead.
Yeah.
Were you like, thank goodness?
Well, actually, I was, before the whole project happened, like I'm like, okay, let's produce. He wanted to do music, and I had a ton of production experience and work on set, and I'm like, okay, I'll produce this for you. We'll go to Montana. We'll do it right, make it like super high quality. And then I'm like going through casting, and I'm like, wait, I have to cast a prince that you're kissing. I'm like, okay, so who do you want me to cast? Who do you want me to cast?
Baby, who do you want me to cast, babe?
Exactly.
Here's a headshot of me, babe.
Here's my resume.
Right.
So yeah, he decided to choose me.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's probably good for your relationship.
I did make the show.
Yeah, exactly. You made the video, and that's a very power couple move.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun, and then after that, it's been easy.
So then suddenly the weight is lifted off your shoulders.
You can breathe again.
You're not being private investigated by all the teens.
No.
But you did suddenly then come into a whole new world.
Yeah.
And you kind of were able to take your experience of working in entertainment, because you interned at E.
Yeah.
And you had you talked to Wendy. You had a lot of stuff that you wanted to do.
Yeah, I did a lot.
You were able to take that and sort of run with it.
Yeah, I don't think anything's changed. Like my laser focus on what I want to do is still right in front of me. But it's helped. It's great. But also, I think a lot of people don't realize the fact, like, there's a switch like that can be flipped. Like all of this can end overnight. Like this channel could be canceled.
Oh, but believe me, I know, honey. It was we had a moment where we thought it was going to be canceled.
Yeah, so you always have to be like ready for what's next.
Yeah. So you're in a very interesting position with a lot of people eyes on you. You have almost 1 million followers on Instagram. And so you've managed to fall into this very elusive category of influencer. Something everybody wants to be, but not everybody is. And it is elusive. Because even on your Twitter stuff, it says like a little bit of everything.
Well, I'm a Sagittarius. I get bored really easily. So, and also, when I was a kid, I was told you need to do one thing for the rest of your life. And that never sat well with me. I was interested in photography. I wanted to act. I wanted to be a TV host. Like, I feel like that's what should be taught to kids. Like, you really can do everything. But I grew up so old school, and it didn't work out for me in the beginning. And when I started doing what I wanted to do, it just took off. It was cool. So yeah, I get to travel. I get to travel for work. I get to do a bunch of fashion stuff and
Yeah, so like what are you seem like you have a wide variety of projects you're working with, fashion brands.
Yeah.
And so how does something like that work? Like they see that you have a lot of followers on Instagram, that you're very attractive young man, you're part of a power gay YouTube couple, and so they say, hey, we're dockers and we think your butt will look great in our khakis. So come to Puerto Rico or whatever.
Yeah, so brands will reach out to a bunch of people and just see who is the best fit for them. You know, it's not just like, oh, you have a lot of followers, we want you. It has to be like, fit their image, fit their demographic. You have to, and also, I hope I'm a good person, you know? I want to work with companies that I actually like. Which is great. I'm not going to like throw out like Fit Tea or these like the Kardashians do it all the time. Like, girl, you got so much money.
You're not doing your own body cleansing pill.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean the travel thing is great. I love to travel, and photography and videography. It's so much fun.
So you work with brands like that, and then what are some of the other things that I know you're producing stuff?
Yeah, I produce a lot of stuff for YouTube, and with Joey, we get to work on a lot of stuff together. Which
so
is
that's
fun.
a good way to keep the relationship solid, is when you're the behind the scenes mover and shaker, because he has even more things that he has to get done.
He has a lot, and he has a whole different. We're very separate, but also we work together well. We work well together. I'm rolling my eyes a lot with him, but
like
it's really
what are
fun.
the things that make you roll your eyes?
It's just I think I'm a little more old school. Like I'm still getting used to all this digital stuff and like fans and people. It's all eyes on you. It's crazy. I'm burning up.
Oh well, here, honey, I got you here. You can have your own fan.
No, I got my. This is from Amazon. Amazon Prime. I knew I was coming.
You
on the
came
show.
prepared, honey. I'm so proud of you.
Wait, I need the bigger one though.
Here, I'm gonna give you this big one right here for you to. There you go, sweetie.
This is seasoned.
Oh, that's like a season 1 fan. You just broke it. There, hold it together, sweetie. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I do a lot of stuff with NBC. I host with them, and I'll actually be at DragCon next weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'll be interviewing a bunch of people.
Now tell me about like the crazy, because Joey has crazy teen fans.
They're called psychopaths. Like
that's their name?
That's their name. I don't know if it's like maybe it was a few years ago. That's what he called them.
Right.
But they just love it. The psychopath army.
And what is the age range?
It's crazy. I think it's always changing. It grows with him, so it can be right now. It goes from like 10 to 20 something. But also he does what he does on YouTube, and then we get to do passion projects together. That's on YouTube Red.
Right.
Going in its second season, it's a show called Escape the Night.
Oh yeah,
and
I saw that.
That's a little more mature audience.
And that's like a dinner party, and there's
it's
like
a
mystery.
murder mystery. It's really fun.
And are you producing that?
We work together on that. Yeah.
That's fun.
It's fun. It's cool.
And you're bestie sisters with all sorts of YouTube superstars. And you get to go to VidCon Europe and all the rest.
Yeah.
What's some of the craziest fan experiences you guys have had?
Oh my, just like when we leave any airport, there'll be like so many kids there like waiting for us with gifts, with wanting to take selfies. It's really cool to meet these kids, and you know, I'll get pulled aside and they'll be like, you know, you really helped me in my journey of coming out, or gave me confidence in the way you're outspoken online, and that really hits home for me because I didn't have that growing up. I was bullied terribly all throughout high school, and I didn't have people to look up to. Like the internet was there, but it just wasn't what it is now.
Yeah. There's something to be said for just visibility of gay male couples who are happy, successful, doing things that we can take for granted.
Yeah.
As like, yeah, of course, that's everybody around me. But if you're like 10, feeling like you might be gay or like whatever, that you can look up to it. Because when I was growing up, it was only Blanche's brother on the Golden Girls was the only gay guy I could look up to.
And that's not attainable as a kid. Now, kids are watching YouTube. They're right in front of them. They can tweet them. Like, they might even get a tweet back or something, which is like crazy.
Now, do you sometimes by accident Google yourself and have the weird Tumblrs come up with Janiel and all the rest?
I deleted my Tumblr. I'm like, I have a Pinterest now. That's about
Pinterest.
It. Yeah.
That's good for your business interest, honey.
Yeah, I went on there and I'm like, there's a lot of fan fiction I can't get involved in.
I mean, that's when you start having fan fiction written about you and your boyfriend. That is something, honey.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Wow. Now, do you and Joey live together together with your mom?
Yeah, she came.
That's
she moved
very
here.
wholesome. That makes your gay butt sex a lot more wholesome because your mom is there. It's good for brand.
She's downstairs. She's tucked away.
I would hope so.
Yeah, she moved from Boston. You know, she split from my dad, and we said, "Come out here and stay with us, like as long as you want, until you are comfortable getting your own place." And it's great. She watches the dogs when we're out of town.
That's good.
Yeah.
And
she's
plus,
awesome.
after having a difficult growing up period, where I'm sure that the rejection from your dad probably strained your relationship with your mom.
It did, because she always thought I was better off on my own. So when I left, it was just like I was over here and she was over here doing her thing.
Right.
And it brought us closer together after college and coming out here. And I'm glad I can help her as much as I can through her hard time that she's going with now.
Yeah, and then you can also reconnect to your
and
mom.
we are every day.
Get to know each other when you're a grown up with your own identity.
When she needs me and I don't need her anymore.
That is a different thing.
But she drives me insane. For
yeah,
sure.
does she?
Yeah, as all parents do. But it's great. I love her so much.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, what are your dream projects? Like, what's on your horizon? Because you kind of have like the world is your oyster at this moment, honey. You're going to airports, getting gifts from teens. You're getting doctorates, sending you to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It's a great moment to be you. What are you gonna do with this platform?
I have always had my eye on acting, and I've been in acting academies, and I just haven't had the right time to completely take the projects that I want to. And right now, that's my next goal, is to go into that direction.
I know. I can see you coming on Riverdale as one of the new sexy teens. Come on, you still got that baby face, kid. With Erica. Erica's also going to be one of the new teens.
That's perfect. I need a best friend on the show.
Totally, Erica. You got it.
I'm wholesome.
And you guys will both arrive to the Riverdale High School in the bus driven by Lady Red.
Settle down.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for being here, Daniel.
Thank you for
You're such a
having me.
cutie, and I think it's really great that you're out there in public sharing your love, which I know is not always easy.
No,
but you know, I bet the return on support from gay kids who are seeing you in a happy, healthy relationship, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, definitely. It's a dream come true, and I'm happy I can help people out there.
Well,
Which is
you
great.
better work there, cutie, and you better send me a pair of Dockers from your next trip to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Well, honey, not only are you cute, fashionable, wearing a great jacket and a good watch, but you know what? We got something for you too.
Okay.
A trophy. You snatched a trophy, honey. Yeah. Now, normally this would be the place where we give you a lap dance, but out of respect for your relationship, you've said, Johnny, I do not want this lap dance.
Well, I can't
My
get in
boyfriend Joey was gonna come down here with his purple hair, flip it around, and be furious. But don't worry, your lap dance will not go to waste.
Okay.
Lady Red, you won yourself a lap dance! Yay!